show, we're going to take a look at Dr. Oz trying his best to get back into television after losing the election. And we'll look into the updated of the railroad strike that's no more, I should say. Tracy, how's everything going?
Fantastic, fantastic.
Okay, Theus?
Good, man. Good. Chilling. I thought
Theus
I had
gonna,
all this time that I ended up being late. Sorry.
no, you're never late, you're right on time. Let's see who's out there. So as always, please hit that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you catch it up after the live show, please leave a comment. Yesterday's show is up to let me see here. Yesterday's show is up to 49 comments and counting. So keep it going, folks. However, Anna Hart may or may not be with us. She's having some technical difficulties. Unfortunately, unfortunately for her, there's a snowstorm there, so it's really messing up her internet. But she is here. She's in the crowd, so she'll be commenting. So, without any further ado, let's get this party started. So I want to bring up this article first, and it's titled "Dr. Oz wants his TV show back, but they don't want him back." So I'm just gonna go through it real quick. I'm gonna skip all the mudslinging. No one in the mainstream would touch him, a source told Radio Online. You can't alienate half of your audience with a political stance and expect to bring in an audience on your own return to television. The Dr. Oz show got canceled last year shortly after he announced his campaign. Radar Online report that Oz is groveling to everyone he knows in order to revive his daytime talk show about health, but the effects have been dead on arrival, such as his political career. His former producer reported wouldn't even talk to him, and Radar characterized him as too toxic for TV. Another source told the outlet he can't even get a word with his former producer. Dr. Oz is a social creature who likes to hear himself talk. It is beginning to dawn on him that he just not want Hollywood is not wanted in Hollywood circles anymore. Radio Online noted that the campaign barely damages Oz's reputation as a media outlet reported on his questionable media advice and his naked optimism. But it's not just his history as an insane rich quack that compromised him. It was also the damage reported that his medical research killed more than 300 dogs. Him speaking. Sorry.
America don't like when you mess with their dogs.
Well, the fact of the matter is this. I don't want to call it arrogance, but it's the only word I can think of to use is. So, one part of the story that stuck out was that you did alienate half the country. And you have the arrogance to believe that, okay, well, I didn't win, so I guess I'll go back to television because television will always want me back.
And they will. It's just that it's too soon. The election just ended. He has the stench of you got beat on you. So give it next year. You'll have something else. America, that's not, I mean, he makes money for people. I mean, you think about it, he still appeals to maybe 15, 20% of the population. They'll watch it. So, but right now, hey, everybody. But right now, he is radioactive. I mean, you literally just lost. So
I don't know. I've always said this about Hollywood and entertainment and things like that. It has always been a cutthroat um, society. So you may be right that he may be on TV, but I can't honestly see him being on TV anytime soon. And what I mean by anytime soon, I don't even mean next year or even the year after, because this dude did a lot of damage to his reputation without us already knowing that he had a bad reputation to begin with. But yeah, it's Hollywood that they know how to cover that stuff up. But now during the campaign, all the dog killings and medical malpractice information that you was given to everybody as real science and all this other stuff. I don't know. Can he even be trusted even after years if he comes back? Can he be trusted? And even if he is, do you even think the show will even be successful, or will it be just one of those? He'll come on, I'm back, and then the ratings suck so bad that he'll be right off TV again.
That might be the case.
And no.
That one might happen. The last part you said, but all the first part. I mean, we speaking just generally America, we like to see the moment he launches a new show, he'll get high ratings because people want to see the train wreck, and that's just how we do. Like Anna just said.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, he'll get a show. Think about it. He got a renewed contract after selling quacky medicine. Like he was getting contract extensions while he was selling diet pills, while he was selling turmeric. Yeah, he'll come back. He'll get some show on or News One or Fox or whichever one of the three. Blah 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 blah. What he should do? He's a heart surgeon. Go do that. That's a respectable thing. From what I hear, he's a talented heart surgeon. Do that.
He's been out for a minute. I don't want him coming back.
Yeah, I'm.
You didn't have too much of a break. I need you to stay. I need your skills to stay sharp when you do that one.
When the last time he did heart surgery?
I think like 2 years ago or something like that. It hasn't been long.
Oh, okay. I didn't think it was that soon.
So he was doing heart surgery while he was doing television?
Well, not while he's on TV.
Not while he was on TV.
Know, not while he's on the television. I don't think we're going to take a commercial break and then, hey.
I'm going to open up the heart catheter and then what'll happen?
But stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Will he make it through the commercial?
We'll conclude this tomorrow.
No, I mean, he should just... Man, look, this game is not for you. Everybody's not TV ready.
He's rich enough. I don't care what he does. He just needs to go ahead and I don't care if he never has a career again. He's got enough money.
A lot of people.
So sell some of the houses that are just going to be sucking money out from underneath you. Keep 2 or 3 of your houses and enjoy being a rich, evil dude. Just,
Yeah, we can't doubt that he's a real doctor. I mean, that he's a real doctor. He's just a crappy one, but he's a...
Well, and go about what Mickey is saying, but Mickey, I agree with wholeheartedly with what you're saying, but this snake oil that he was selling was at the time being pushed by a reputable doctor. I mean, it's not like the Dr. Oz show off the bat was doing this selling snake oils and giving, misinformation. It made a reputation of being fairly educational when it comes to medicine and into science. And somewhere along the lines, he
ran for Senate. Think about what he was. Before he ran for Senate, he was pro-choice. He was for Medicare for all. run as a Republican. I'm against it. It should be the doctor,
He did the
the
JD
government.
Vance.
Exactly. He
Yeah.
like he went all Kirsten Cinema in the joint, just completely changed.
But the thing about it though, like with Mickey's comment about how many people has he hurt and killed, and I agree. I mean, I think when you present yourself as a leader or a expert in something, right? There's a lot of responsibility that comes with that.
Yes.
So that's why I'm so hard on pastors, and I'm so hard on corporate leaders and managers and stuff. You have accepted a role of responsibility, either because it was brought to you or you went out and sought it, like this dude. You're supposed to act at a certain level, man. And to me, he has shamed himself. He has shown himself to be 100% transparent. It wasn't about money. He got money. This was about, he had an aspiration. He wanted to be this thing. And so he was willing to make a lot of trade-offs to become that thing. And now he is that thing, and we don't want you. Like, you are a failed version of the thing you were trying to be, Dr. Oz, and we don't want you.
Give it 6 months, he'll be back.
Oh, I can almost guarantee he'll have a new show by was it second quarter of next year? Well, he was just doing advertisements at that time.
Yeah. All right. Well,
and if you're taking I mean, I get it. Like, I thought I was dying because I had blue boogers one time. And
you don't have to tell everything.
What?
I'm just saying. So WebMD had me thinking I was about to die.
That's the worst place to go.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do have a little compassion for the people who are suckered by people like Dr. Oz and the Pillow Man and stuff like that. But you are getting your medical advice from TV, folks.
No, Parker, I don't think he would have had a chance because he would have been going up against Corey. She's like my mother. Booker.
Oh, was Corey up?
No, he just asked a question. I don't know who else I don't know who the other senator from New Jersey is.
But yeah, he probably would have had a better chance though, because the only thing that beat him was he got labeled so effectively and he couldn't get out of it. So if he had been running in New Jersey as a Republican, he wouldn't have had to make some of the statements that he made. He wouldn't have had to be as aggressive, and he might have been able to skate through. But he didn't. He went full MAGA, and just about everybody who went full MAGA got beat.
He tried to pull back from it, but
he tried to do it at the end, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what
I'm living at my mother-in-law's house.
Too little, too late.
I'm going to live with my mother-in-law, who happens to live in Philadelphia. She just bought the house last year, but hey, that was only a couple of weeks before I announced.
And then you're a doctor, and you're literally taking shots at someone for their disability. You can't do that.
Hey, Anna.
Hey, Anna.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, he did do that. I forgot all about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, Oprah endorsed him. That was my number one.
But Oprah endorsed him back before we knew that he was a crook. See, that's the thing about people. People gotta in my opinion, people gotta give people room to be people, right? It's kind of like at this time, it's the difference between someone being what do you call it, a criminal and not a criminal. On Monday, they hadn't committed any crimes, so they're not a criminal. Tuesday, they committed a crime. Now they're a criminal. When Oprah was dealing with him, he was a doctor. He was a respected doctor who was giving out advice to the general public that the general public could actually use to help sustain themselves and help avoid worst case medical situations before they develop. So, yeah. And then he became this thing.
Well, he was all.
So in other words,
was he all along? I don't know.
So in other words,
I think the money
situations changed.
Yeah, I think the money.
Money
got him.
just reveals who you really are. If
I
you
disagree
are,
with that.
We had to stop this whole. Remember back in 19 something something when he did something. That was a different situation compared
okay,
to
defending
here
Jerry
and now.
Jones, stop.
That's not the equivalent. But it's like if okay, first of all, if you're a person who believes in redemption, you can't always hold somebody all the way back to beforehand. You just can't. And the evolution of man, I know that's like a bad word for some areas of the faith walk, but the evolution of man is such that you were bad and you became good. Well, if that's true, you could be good and
You just
become
did
bad.
something.
And that's why I always had these issues for a short period of time. It didn't last long, or it wasn't as. It may still be going on. It's just not as forefront as it was. But it was always people looking up celebrities or athletes and looking at their Twitter account and, oh, you remember when you said this and remember when you did this and all blah, blah, blah and everything like that. And then when you look and find out, well, when did he say it? He was a sophomore in high school. Really? You went...
There's no room for redemption.
28 years old. You went back to his sophomore year to find dirt on him? How much time of your life do you have?
But people don't believe. People say they believe in redemption and they believe in people self-improvement and all that. But the actions of people will show you every single time. I mean, it's just people are like, you are the worst thing you've ever. Whatever is the worst thing you've ever done is who you are. That's pretty much how we regard most people, unless we have a personal attachment to them, or they're like a celebrity and we have some kind of like that type of an attachment, because then we start overlooking things, right? Like people who are still trying to support Kanye, and then they'll turn around and say, "But remember his mom died." For real?
I heard that once. You know,
yeah. I mean,
nobody used his mother's death to defend him.
Yes, they do every single time. Because that's when he went off the rails.
It's the same two. You know his mom died and they was really close. And you know he has mental health issues.
He does have mental health issues.
Two over and over again. But they don't change from that.
He does not manage his mental health. So given that part right there, the fact that he intentionally doesn't and has the resources,